Hey Pisces, welcome to the Jezebel Way Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a second half of January 11 separation. I wanted to say thank you for the 5,488 views for the first half of January 11 separation. We've just hit 23,000 subscribers, and it's thanks all to you guys. I sure appreciate all of your interaction with the channel and your continuing support. January 20th, Aquarius season hits, and then I think on the 24th we have the full moon in Aquarius, the new moon in Aquarius. So this is going to be highlighted. How do I give back? How do I give back to somebody who's given something to me? How do I give back to humanity? What's my part in this world? You know, where do I belong? How can I better humanity? Things like that. Also, creativity. You're going to be going inside to seek out the answers within yourself. So to me, Aquarius season is a really good catalyst for forward movement. So this could be a really great time to figure out how you can move forward. I wanted to say I had my first Reiki session yesterday, and it was wonderful. If you have a chance to get one, get one. They're really helpful. I left that session feeling light and energized. I could feel pop, pop, pop things opening up. I did have an incident with my throat chakra in which the reader, the healer, saw in my throat light coming out of my throat, okay, and inside that light was a little bitty seed. So if any of you out there are Reiki healers or intuitors of some kind, light workers, shoot me a comment in the section below about what you think that could mean to me. So this is the Twin Flame Messages Mystic Moon deck. If you have a chance to get that, do. It's a fabulous deck. Crosswatchers, come on in. Let's see if we can get a good read for Pisces. Okay, so I'm reminded of you constantly. Okay, so somebody might be going through a breakup, a shakeup, you know, and they may be memories of love. So let me get a deck for you, and you know what? Let's use this one here, and we'll get on with it here. Also, if you send me an email regarding a request for a read, I'm scheduling everybody from Tuesday out to Friday this week. Also, if I have a read, you're owed a read, and I haven't gotten to you, I think it's only about one person. I'm working on it. I have to do this scheduled day to day. I will be getting to that this evening. So just bear with me, you guys. I'll answer your emails and start scheduling for Tuesday. Pisces, you're sad, but you're trying to have strength over difficulty, trying to have strength over the loss of something. Maybe some of you have lost your partner and you're trying to have some introspection about that. Eight of Swords, so there's a lot of anxiety going on currently. That's the overall arching energy of the read. I'm reminded of you constantly, so maybe someone's haunting you or you're haunting someone else, Pisces. All right, so let's see, Pisces, let's see about your lover here. Moving forward. Okay, forward movement. You could be dealing with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or your person is having some forward movement in their life. So let's see what's going on with you, Pisces. You got a couple of cards here. Now we have the Emperor and the Nine of Pentacles. So could be dealing with Aries or Taurus, okay? But you went from being in committed relationship, Pisces, to being single. It doesn't look like you're unhappy about that, you know? I mean, it kind of looks like maybe you're contented financially, you know, you're you're happy, but there's something missing here. So let's see what the blocks for your partner are. Okay. New beginning in the reverse, holding back and conflict. Not taking those because they just fell out while I was doing that. Balance is on the bottom of the deck, temperance. So what we have here is your partner's moving forward. There's conflict and lack of new beginning, lack of passion in the situation, and they're holding back passion. Perhaps for some of you, your partner's having trouble with erectile dysfunction also, the ones in the reverse, right? So somebody's dick's in the dirt. I'm just kidding. Somebody's having a hard time with moving forward passionately in a relationship, okay? Holding back due to conflict. Let's see what's going on for Pisces. I'm getting the feeling as I'm sitting here, Pisces, that maybe perhaps you and your partner have come to the conclusion that maybe this love was only for a season. You know what I mean? Some people come in and out of our life, and it's only for a season. Happiness is in the reverse here. Remind me, but I'm not going to leave it there because I don't want to put that out there. Maybe this was for a season. You know what I mean? Sometimes love isn't meant to last a lifetime with some people. Other people it is. Some people they're there for a season, a healer, a catalyst, or whatever. So I'm thinking this, I just keep getting the word season. And maybe this, they're moving forward. It looks like you're moving forward. There's conflict with them and beginning in something new. You do feel a little bit betrayed here in this situation, and your happiness is kind of like this, okay? Walking away from something, betrayal, happiness is in the reverse, and now you're just trying to heal and protect yourself. But again, I'm going to turn that up right because we want you to have happiness, right? So now you're just kind of licking your wounds, all right? Your partner's moving forward. They can't do this for some reason, and it looks like because there's conflict in the situation. Let's see what the blocks between the two of you are. So it looks like you're getting over a breakup, okay? Strength. You could be dealing with Leo. There's 2 Leo cards on the board currently. Aries and Taurus. Strength. Trying to overcome something. Overcoming heartbreak. Releasing that heartbreak. Releasing the expectation of the relationship. Sadness about the relationship coming to a close. It wasn't what you wanted. And new beginnings in the reverse, the Fool. The truth comes out, okay, but there's not going to be a new beginning in this situation. I'm going to turn it this way. And forward movement is in the reverse too. Going to turn it this way. There's not going to be forward movement in this situation, Pisces. Maybe this was for a season. But let's check it out and see what's going on. Four of Wands came out there, so it could have been a lack of commitment. Your person's moving forward. They're juggling a little bit, but they're moving forward toward their own version of victory, their own alignment spiritually, their own recognition. They realize what's happening now, and they're moving forward. There is a little bit of deception here in the relationship, I think, regarding a solid committed partner, or maybe somebody was getting over a partner, previous partner. But now that situation's been healed, and they're moving toward the 2 of Cups, making an apology. I think they've apologized to you and said, look, you know what? I just can't do this right now. I'm not ready, or I can't do it, or, it's just not going to move forward for me right now. Okay, so now we have the Emperor and the Empress. So, here's what I think, Pisces. I think your partner's walked away from this relationship because they've decided this is not the relationship they need to be in, okay? Unbeknownst to you. They're moving forward. they're leaving this relationship and they're finding their missing piece. There's somebody that they're supposed to be with. And they know that. And they're walking toward that empress. They're walking toward that lover for a new beginning. You're thinking about all the wasted time, having anxiety about that. Seven of Pentacles is in the reverse, but, of course I'm going to turn it upright, but you're thinking about all the growth that hasn't happened and that there will be no more new growth in this situation. And you're having a lot of anxiety about that. Your thoughts, you need to remember to keep positive, and look toward your own abundance. Looking forward toward your own abundance. Romeo's in the reverse, so you need to look toward some abundance outside of love relationship. You're just kind of like in a bad state of mind right now regarding that. You thought this person was going to be your forever person, and they're not. They kind of jumped ship in midstream and said, this is not the relationship for me. So what do you do with that? You got to let them go. You know what I mean? What is that saying? If it's truly your love, if you let it go and it returns to you, then it was yours to begin with. You know what I mean? Set it free. So there's an element here of you setting it free, but I think you're torturing yourself, okay, about what could have happened. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? What could have happened. What we could have been. And simply put, it's not. Okay, you have to concentrate on your own moment right now. You have to concentrate on right now, not the past and not the future. Past is over. Future doesn't exist. All you have is right now. How are you going to deal with it right now? And I think it's just time to release it and let it go, because this person didn't have the staying power. Okay, it's not a reflection personally. This is another ego thing, right? It's not a personal reflection on you. It's a reflection of themselves. They were running from something themselves and they were in the wrong relationship. So they decided to own their shit and to move forward and go toward what they were supposed to go toward. Every time the balance is, the universe keeps the balance, okay? And every time you ask for something, it comes from someplace else because the balance has to be maintained. So this is a classic situation of somebody waking up to a spiritual relationship and leaving a karmic situation. Well, the positive thing about that is, Pisces, that you can see now that wasn't your divine partner and that was your karmic, and that you need to work toward walking toward your divineness. Let's see how they feel about you. They're moving on, Pisces. They're moving on. It's not because of sex, okay? In the reverse, it's not because of sex. They're moving on because now we have the queen up here and we have the king down here. They're moving toward that partner that is supposed to be their partner. This situation has ended. They're just trying to close this cycle out. There are burdens in closing it out. Happy families in the reverse, I think that they were hoping that this would be something good too, but then they realized it just wasn't. And we have Seven of Swords in reverse. They're not defensive about it. I think they probably are carrying a lot of guilt and confusion. They know that you are carrying confusion, and so they've abandoned the situation, and there's no talking. Lovers is in the reverse. So this is you, Pisces, thinking about what might have been with the lovers, okay? You could be dealing with a Gemini. But you're torturing yourself in this situation about trying to hold on to it. It's time to release it. Forward movement is in the reverse. Forward movement is in the reverse. There will be no forward movement in this situation. Pisces, I'm going to put this in the upright. I think you didn't see it coming, but now thinking back, you know that it probably wasn't going to work. No offers, no balance. You need to turn this back right up so you can have your balance, and that means releasing confusion Happiness is in reverse. New beginnings in the reverse tower. It really wasn't no offer. I think you wanted an offer for this person and you weren't getting it. I think what you wanted is for this person to be your husband. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords. So communication. Okay, communication coming in about the situation. I think you wanted this person to be your mate for life, right? This person didn't turn out to be that. They should have been more honest with you in the beginning, okay? But I think maybe they realized mid-through that this wasn't where they were supposed to be, and it's not because of you. It's just because they had an awakening. And they're moving toward a relationship that they feel like is a spiritual relationship. So karmic, when we say karmic partners and all this and that and the other, that's a real thing, okay? And this person awakened and they realized that this was not the sacred union. But that's not your fault, okay? And now it is an opportunity for you to realize where your union lies. Because, Pisces, sometimes the fantasy's better than the reality, right? And sometimes we have to take the rose-colored glasses off and look at it for what it is. And it hurts like a bitch and it's painful. And it takes some time to recover. But in the long run, we realize that that was really the best decision we could have made. Do we want to be with somebody and continue to remain in relationship with somebody who doesn't love us like we love them? No. Do we want to remain in relationship that's a fantasy in our head, but in reality, there's no connection? No. What do you need to release? Okay, now's the time to release that. What do you need to release? Tick-tock. No time like the present to be in alignment with self. You have to give love, okay? Give love to yourself. This is a 1, okay? You have to learn to give love before you can learn to receive, okay? Or you have to learn to receive before you can give. New life. You're headed toward a new life in which you're the boss. You're the co-creator. Let your friends help you support, okay? Let them help support you. This is a 7. Work on your foundation. Go the distance. 10, it's at the end. Now it's time to move on to your own path. You're going through a period now in which you're kind of like, why? What happened? Did I set the table wrong? Did I dress wrong? Did I say the wrong thing? Was I not cute enough? Was I not fun enough? You'll go through that period. Once you're into that cycle, though, working toward trying to rewire and get out of that cycle, it's time to move forward. 44, this is also the 11. So it's time for you to go on a new path without this person. Never-ending story, 3 and 7, 10. Let it end. Let it end. Let the reality of the situation come in. A change in the wind, 3. Alignment. Chaos and conflict, the 33. The fates. Okay, you're fated and destined to go toward a new path, some other new relationship perhaps. I love my body. Maybe you're having some issues right now in which you're kind of being, self-conscious about stuff. And you think, oh, well, if I was prettier, well, if I was skinnier, if my butt was bigger, whatever, right? I create peacefulness in my mind, and my body reflects the peacefulness and as perfect health. So you could be sick. Some of you, this could have made physically sick, this turmoil. So what we feel on the inside directly affects our health. So it's time to take control of that so that it's not starting to affect your health, I think. Blood pressure problems, what have you, sickness, indigestion, headaches. Thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perceptions so that I can see what is of the highest good for all, not what's good for me. What is of the highest good? Because if you prevent someone or try to prevent someone from going on their path, that's like putting a Band-Aid on a dam bursting, first of all. And second of all, it's going to be hard for somebody to be able to go. You're going to find it's going to be hard for you to go on your path if you don't allow them to go on their path, right? So I'm just saying, keep it real with yourself and don't get wrapped up in this. You need to let go of this person. They weren't for you. Positive movement forward. Your abundance can return. You just have to make up your mind to do it. Trapped in fear because you wanted to hold on to this relationship. It's affected your heart chakra. You feel like there's deception and envy in this situation, that they didn't communicate to you everything. They lied to you. They didn't tell you. There's been a disruption, but it's a divine disruption. 6 and 1 makes 7. It's supposed to happen. It's a tower moment. Your destiny lies elsewhere. Let this cycle close out so you can move forward to your path. Your prosperity is going to return. But if you give yourself a little bit of time to heal, okay? And you can talk about your wounds, but don't remain there. You had a truth delivered to you. Spiritual strength. There's a spirituality you're being asked to go toward. Closing cycles out. Prosperity begins. So once you release this situation and understand your path is meant to go on a different path, everything's going to snap back into place. So Pisces, it's time to release this person so you can move forward to your own happiness. So that's what I have for you. I'll be back at the end of the month for what's in their head.